Welcome back, viewers. Last time we touched on Guy de Beauchamp and the Black Dog of Arden. Now let me tell you a haunting tale of Moon's Moat and Lady Mohun in the next episode of Haunted Tales of Mercia. Every town has a place where the past refuses to be forgotten. In Redditch, that place lies hidden behind tangled hedgerows and quiet housing estates, a medieval moat still filled with dark water. Locals call it Moon's Moat, and on some nights they say a lady in white walks its banks, waiting. In the late 1960s, archaeological excavations uncovered the foundations of a house, bridge and moat walls, and the moat can still be seen very much as it was to this day. Long before Redditch became an industrial town, this land belonged to the Mohun family, Norman nobles who built a fortified manor here in the 12th century. Moon's Moat was once surrounded by timber buildings, barns and guard walls. The waters formed a defensive ring around the manor, reflecting the moonlight at night. That's where the name is said to have come from. Originally constructed as a hunting lodge, it expanded with a fishing pool and later became the Medieval Homestead. Lady Mohun, the wife of the manor's lord, was known for her grace and beauty, and for the tragic story that would bind her soul to this place forever. One stormy night, according to local legend, the manor was attacked. Bandits, or perhaps rivals, forced their way through the gates. Lady Mohun tried to flee across the narrow bridge spanning the moat, but she never made it. Some say she was struck down, others say she threw herself into the dark water to avoid capture. Another tale tells us of Lord Mohun and Captain Richard Hill, who were both enamoured by Anne Bracegirdle, a beautiful young actress. However, she spurned their advances in favour of a humble actor. One night, after a bout of heavy drinking, Lord Mohun and Hill spotted her lover, and while Lord Mohun held the actor, the captain stabbed him several times. Wanted for murder, the captain fled to Moon's Moat, where Lady Mohun resided. It's said that he murdered her in a drunken, lustful rage as she refused him. In either account, her body was never found. Since that fateful night, villagers have told stories of a ghostly woman in white wandering the edges of the moat, her figure pale and blurred in the mist. She is said to be searching for her lost home, or perhaps for revenge. For centuries, Moon's Moat has drawn quiet curiosity and uneasy glances after dark. Walkers have reported seeing a glowing figure on the water's edge, vanishing when approached. One couple in the 1970s claimed they saw a woman in white standing on the footbridge, only for her to dissolve into mist. Another account describes the sound of footsteps on gravel, though the moat path was empty. On calm nights, some even claim they can hear a splash, as though something or someone fell into the water long ago. Her ghost is said to appear only on the 20th of January, the eve of St. Agnes, every year the date of her death. Her figure is said to stand upon the small island at Moon's Moat, dressed in a long medieval dress. At dawn or early dusk, Lady Mohun does not seem to notice the living, but rather stand and look into the distance hauntingly, perhaps longing for her murderer to be brought to justice, or saddened at what once transpired. Moon's Moat is now a quiet corner of Redditch, its manor long gone, its story nearly forgotten, but legends cling like mist to places where tragedy once walked. The old medieval homestead, now just archaeological ruins, begging for the past to be unveiled. Lady Mohun's name has faded from stone, but perhaps not from the water. If you stand there at midnight, listen carefully, you might just hear the rustle of her gown and the ripple of her final step. I will now leave Moon's Moat. I hear rumours of a spirit causing strange divergences in a nearby residential area. I will head out to see the great disturbance it has caused. Hopefully my research will yield some results in the next episode. Wish me good luck, my viewers. Until next time, this is Haunted Tales of Mercia.